More than ever, I've come to understand the true meaning of being a strong woman. Strength is not just how we show up, it's what we endure and overcome when life shifts in ways we never imagined. From birthing my daughter to facing serial infidelity in my marriage, right as I was trying to heal after bringing life into this world, this season has humbled me deeply. Strength for me has looked like rising through betrayal, navigating single motherhood, and still showing up in an industry that demands everything. It's transition, resilience, and the determination to not lose myself in the process. And that's why we're hopping into the Strong Woman series. We need spaces to tell the truth, feel seen, and share the tools that help us not just survive, but conquer. The definition of a strong woman isn't perfection, it's endurance, it's faith, and choosing to stand in truth and keep on moving. That's who I am, and that's who we are gonna build to be. What's poppin', you guys? Welcome back to the Honest Truth podcast. I'm your host, Kelly Sweets. If you're new to this podcast, it is called the Honest Truth podcast for a reason. I mean, we speak all things truth. This is a space for anybody to share their opinions, their beliefs, and just be honest and authentic in who you truly are. And if you don't know who I am, you're gonna get to know me a lot more. So definitely hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Check out some of the old episodes just to get acquainted with who I am. So if you're new here, I have decided to start a new series. It's going to be a really short series, but I feel like it's a needed series. We are doing the Strong Woman series, okay? Being a woman is powerful in itself, but like I've said before, time after time, I think the more that you step into being a woman and becoming and like actually like doing all the things that we grew up seeing, and it's like now we're the adults, you really understand how hard it also can be as a woman and all of the challenges that we seem to deal with. And one thing I notice is, especially in this generation, it's really hard to find somebody who's going to give you the blueprint to just remain being a strong woman. And I just want to be that blueprint for you guys. I feel like I did have it in ways growing up, but I do feel like I didn't have the blueprint for every single thing. Just things that like you don't think about until you're in it and you're like, dang, like nobody put me on game to this, you know? So I just want to be here for that. Also, if you're new and you're a mother, I dropped my postpartum ebook. It is a guide all about how I got through it. I navigated postpartum, also navigated infidelity in marriage and trying to get through that. And postpartum like literally almost took me out. And yeah, so I wrote an ebook so you guys can purchase it down below. I also am offering coaching classes for postpartum moms who just need that guidance, need that help. So you can book me for a session so I can talk to you one-on-one in the flesh. And even if, postpartum might not be your struggle, but it's just something in life that you need help with and to be honest about, you can still book a consultation with me and we can figure that out. So okay, that was all boring. So we're gonna get right into this episode. I have my phone this time because last time I feel like I was kind of all over the place and I just want to make sure that I'm on track. Okay. So first of all, let's check in. How are y'all doing? Put in the comments below. Little update on me. I'm doing amazing. Recap, if you don't know, just moved to Texas. Trying to figure out the lay of the land. Single mamahood is the ghetto, but we love my baby. She'll be 2 in December. Everything's pretty much going good. I'm getting back in the office. We're getting things done. So yeah. Okay, so today's Strong Woman episode, we're going to be talking about friendships and sisterhood. I feel like this is a very important topic because at our big age, okay, I'll be 29 in December. At our big age, okay, we don't want to be walking into our 30s going, are you a real friend? Like, I don't want to see y'all in another debacle debate, I'm dropping her, she's dropping me. Just the whole emotional thing that us as women, sometimes we bring too much emotions into friendships and it literally ruins it. Okay, like who's gonna be at your wedding, babe? Like you need bridesmaids, and you also need the girls that when stuff is just not going well in life, you need your girls to call. Okay, so I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of seeing it. I was tired when I had to live it. Like I had to live in traumatic friendships. And I thought it was normal and I thought it was okay. And we're gonna dive into that. Okay, so first, um, so let's really talk about like what healthy sisterhood looks like. Let's start there. So to me, a friend is someone that is going to support you in every aspect of your life, right? Support can look a lot of different ways. One way that I view it is I love you. You're like my sister. I wouldn't want anything to happen to you. I want to make sure you're good. I want to give you space if you need it. I want to honor what season you're in. I want to honor where you're at. But I also want to keep the respect, right? Because a lot of times with sisterhood, women, we get the lines blurry. Like we're not dating, okay? Like we're not together. Like you don't necessarily owe everything to your friends, but you do owe a level of something in order for this friendship to be a great friendship, right? So like for instance, one thing that I experienced a lot in friendships was just trying to really figure out where I fit in with this friendship and how this friendship can also fit in with me and who I am and what's authentic to me. And instead of everything like being an issue, it just has to really boil down to what you like, what you don't like, and it's okay if we don't mix. Like we don't have to be enemies. Like sometimes it's almost like dating. Like if the shoe don't fit, it just didn't fit, but that doesn't mean anything. And I feel like as women, sometimes we get in so many like debacles and just like all of these like just mess because we're missing the part that like every friendship isn't really meant to be a like long-term friendship, and that's okay too, because again, you're trying on a shoe. If the shoe don't fit, it don't fit. So when it comes down to like support, one thing that I had to understand is everybody is going through something, okay, in their own way. Whether you view it as big, whether you view it as small, it's still their journey. It's still their story. And people have to process their emotions, how they process their emotions. They have to experience phases to experience phases. And as a friend, it's like I listen and I don't judge. If I feel like my friend is going to the deep end, I'm going to be there. I'm going to support her. I'm going to give my advice. But you have to be supportive in all areas because, you know, traumatic things happen and traumatic things change your friends. Like it really can change the dynamic of your relationship. There's some people who need space. There's some people who need time to process. There's some people who just don't know how to express their emotions. But because we're friends, it is so important to communicate just like truly who you are and being unapologetically who you are, but also being direct. Like I'm a friend, y'all. I don't let you just have an issue with me and it not be addressed. And I feel like this is the problem with women. It's like it's almost like counting all of the things that you do and then I'm going to use it when it's time for me to explode. Like that's not true friendship. Like true friendship is I want to make sure that I'm not tripping, and because I love you and I value you, let's just have a grown-up conversation about why I'm not agreeing with you with this. And if y'all cannot have a grown-up conversation about something that can be fixable and something that won't matter in 5 years, I just feel like that's not your friend. And yeah, like for me, it was hard because I always felt like I was tiptoeing around people's feelings. Like I felt like, oh, I can't really address you, or I can't really say that because if I say it like that, then you're gonna be mad. And it's like, no, because the people who really love me, the people who really know me, they know where I come and how my approach is from my heart. And that's what makes true friendship. Like y'all should be able to disagree. I don't have to like everything you like. I don't have to do everything you do. I don't have to go everywhere you go. But at the end of the day, my job is to be your friend, be there for you, support you through all of your phases that you go through because I love you down bad. That to me is like a perfect friend dynamic. And it did take a long time like for me to get here, y'all. Like now I have my girls, and all of my girls have their individual issues just how I have my individual issues. But one thing I love about my friends is they are so emotionally intelligent. They can regulate their emotions. They don't get too in their feelings. They're just so understanding across the board that it just literally is the perfect friend group. Like, and it took me a while to get here, y'all. Like, I used to be dealing with some just weird stuff. Like, I don't know. Y'all, who you hang around is going to be what you become, and you won't even realize that until you look back. It's almost like the same as when you're in a relationship. You are going to naturally pick up traits, thoughts, all of the things based off of who you hang around. And that's something that like we don't as society talk about enough. Like, you wonder why you broke. Well, what is your friend group? What is your friend group doing? Like, is your friend group full of hustlers? Like, is your friend group full of people thinking of the next idea? Is your friend group full of people ready to every day get up and make it happen? Like, what is your daily schedule like? And that's one thing for me. I do not like surrounding myself around women who aren't go-getters. Like, if you sit and wallow and want to do nothing with your life, I just feel like that's not fully loving yourself to your highest potential. And it really shows. It really shows. Like, you can look at a friend group that just revolvingly kind of stay stagnant in the same mindset, the same space, and it's just because it's a ripple effect. Like whatever you decide to surround yourself with is exactly what you're going to receive. It's so crazy how life works. It's real though, and I love surrounding myself with women who are about it. Like, they are about their self, they're about their money, they're about getting up and making something happen, they're about just walking in their full confidence of who they are. And you need those people around you, y'all, because when it's your time to have questions, when it's your time to need advice, when it's your time that you're feeling down and you need that little pick me up, you need somebody to remind you who you are, you're not going to get that from people who don't even know who they are. And I need confident women around me, okay? Because they're going to remind you that you are everything in a bag of chips. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feeling low, girl, baby, get up. Like, we can't do this for too long. If you continue to surround yourself with people who are just, they have a stagnant mindset, it's really negative energy. It's really just you accepting negative energy that is going to be a ripple effect into your life. And, you know, it's strict over here. I know y'all like, dang, how do I get in the friend group? It's strict over here, baby, because anybody that I socialize with or make my means to love and call and make sure you're good and all of the things, there is value in this friendship, right? There's growth in this friendship. There's ideas being thrown in this friendship. There's, when we're hurt, like, we're not still talking about it for 85 years. Like, we're getting up and we're figuring out how to make the game plan. And I really can say I have those people. Like, people are around me, they are not gonna let me stay down for too long. So as a woman and as sisterhood, like true sisterhood, you need people that are gonna push you and people that you're gonna push. Like, we should be able to bounce the energy off each other and just see each other elevate. Like, that's what I like. Okay, let's talk about toxic dynamics. It's really true, y'all, that you can trauma bond with a friend. This is so crazy. I found this out a long time ago because I met this girl through a weird circumstance where we both felt the same about a particular situation, right? Super traumatic situation, by the way. And I remember I was at church one time and the pastor was talking about trauma bonds. And I was like, he kind of ate me up with that. Like, at that time in my life, I was like, wow, like a lot of these friendships aren't friendships. Like, we just bond over this situation. And nothing that's thriving is really actually coming out of this. Like, we just are here because this makes sense in our heads, because this is what is fulfilling the thing we need to heal from. And that's toxic, right? So really taking a look inside your inner circle, and it shows when it's toxic, when it's like certain things are coming up and it's just like, girl, what? Or like, like it's like the moments that you realize we're just not mixing here. This isn't cool, but we do mix here. Like, a lot of times those type of friendships can be built off a trauma bond. And also, like, people who are not willing to put in the work to heal, right? Like, people who want to stay in a suppressed mindset and stay stagnant, those become very toxic friendships because they don't realize that they're putting a lot of pressure and a lot of weight on you, and you're not here to like literally carry everything somebody has going on. Like, you have your own life going on too. And I feel like it's okay to express how you feel. It's okay to get advice from your friend, hear where your friend is at. It's okay to do that. But when it becomes like, okay, girl, you're literally wallowing. Like, you're not doing anything to be a better person, get up out of this situation, really make something happen for yourself. That is, to me, a very toxic relationship, and it's tiring. Like, I'm truly not one of them girls that has time to be talking about the same thing when we're 5 years later. Like, I'm sorry. We got to get it together. Trust is also a big one. I don't really trust girls that talk a lot about their other friends. Like, there is certain friends that know certain things. There is certain friends that are there for you at certain times, and you should be able to trust those friends with information. Like, that shouldn't even be an eye look up. Like, this is just what it is. Like, if you're telling me something in confidence, or if you're telling me something is confidential, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not here to share it with the world. Like, that's just evident. Like, if we're friends, bro, like, you just need to keep it confidential. And that's the thing. It's like, that's really, to me, a toxic dynamic. Like, people who just can't hold water and just can't just be there for you, and not use them being there for you as something against you, or as a gossip tool, or as just something to talk about. You know what I mean? Like, are you my friend, or are you a gossip tool? Like, I'm trying to figure it out. What's going on? Next thing, y'all, is setting boundaries. Is very important in any relationship that you're building. And I know it's hard, sweetie, but it has to happen. This, to me, once you have like your boundaries, everything starts with yourself, right? So when you think of a perfect dynamic for yourself, or a healthy dynamic for yourself, and you're really walking in the path of loving yourself, you will have your boundaries. And this is something that I didn't have a long time ago. I just didn't have really any boundaries. Like, you could kind of like cross me and I'd be like, that's all right, she didn't know because da da da, or she okay, because like, I would just make an excuse for things that aren't to be excused. And that's where sometimes you have to rewrite your story, sit down, check in with yourself, make a new list. Like, who am I? what version do I want to be? What will I accept? What will I not accept? This is across the board for any relationship, y'all. Sometimes you got to reset, okay? And once I started to really love myself and understand my personal issues, my own trauma, understand things that I like, I don't like, things that make me comfortable, things that make me uncomfortable, you start to really be like, okay, I understand me now. So because I have an understanding of who I am, I want people around me to also have an understanding of who I am. And I think everything starts with you, right? I remember I used to get so bent out of shape over this. Like when I would express something to somebody and be like, honestly, like, I don't want to hang out with you this week. Or I don't, like I would be compromising what I want to do because I didn't want to hurt somebody else rather than just being myself and letting you know how I'm feeling and what I like and dislike. Not in a problematic way. Not like, oh, I'm picking this person apart to always find an issue. No, like literally telling people what it is. Like, oh, I don't want to go out and drink. I don't want to do that. And not feeling bad about it. Like things like that, and just being okay with possibly hurting somebody's feelings. But as long as you're living authentically to who you are and you're being honest, and you know that your honesty is going to help you and can also help your friend, that is the best thing ever, y'all. And I feel like my friendships started lasting longer when I had boundaries. Like it's to the point now where I can literally discern a type of person that I'm just like, she's beautiful, she's dope, she's everything, but I just already know she's not my cup of tea. Like she's not really a person that I want to invite into my energy. And you just have to have those boundaries, and you have to trust and know that, like, if you are setting a boundary, or if you're saying, I don't have the capacity for this, or girl, it's a bit much, or whatever it looks like. And if a friend can empathize with that and be like, girl, you know what? Totally understand. Like, you don't go out. Cool. Girl, you've been hanging out with your other friends. Cool. Like the whole, like, like things can really get iffy with friendship. Like sometimes people get mad when you hanging out with one friend and it's like, they feel like we all need to hang out, like all of the petty stuff. Like to me, that's boundaries. Like at the end of the day, my life is my life. Your life is your life. And we don't want to make things more complicated than it has to be. So, implementing your boundaries. I don't know what yours look like because let's just be honest, y'all. Everybody got different rules to the book of their life. But it's strict over here because when I tell y'all, as a mom, I do not have time for the drama. Like, I really don't. Like, I think within this past year, almost 2 years, I have had some of the most trauma in my life. I don't need it from my friends. Okay. So, yeah. Oh, y'all want to know something I do not like? I heavily dislike this. I don't like when people try to force friend groups. I've never been a friend group kind of girl. Like, I do not live for a friend group. Do I live for a friend trip or something like that? Maybe, but even like that, like not really. I just feel like for me, friend groups don't work for me. Like, I like having my individual friends. Maybe for my birthday or something, everybody comes together and it's like, oh my God, I hear about you all the time. Like, and it's cool, we all meet. But I've just never been a girl to force a friend group. Like, we got to have the group chat and everybody got to go out of the state together and everybody got to go to this together. Like, I just don't like cliques. Like, it's funny because being younger, I used to want to be in a clique. Like, I used to be like, oh, I want to be a part of the friend group. I want my friend group. Like, let's do stuff and everything. And it's like the older you get, I don't want to do a friend group. I don't want to be in a group chat. I don't want to do everything together. Matter of fact, I like my individual friendships. Like, the way I view it is everybody ain't gonna mix. And it gets messy when you try to mix your friends, because the truth is, I like my friend for my various reasons. You like your friends for your various reasons. And again, I chose you as a friend. So I don't really know what you got going on with them. I'm open to meeting people. I'm not saying I'm not, but I'm saying I'm not here to like love your, like, fall in love with your friend and make this a friend group. Like, I'm just not here for that. And I'm open to it. Again, like, it has naturally fallen into that in multiple ways, but I hate when people try to force the friend group thing. Like, it never works. Every friend group that try to be a thing, y'all, literally, I guarantee it, nobody is friends. Nobody is friends, because now you're setting an expertise for the birthday and everybody got to pitch in this, and then you're weird if da 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 da, or you're weird if, like, it's just too many emotions in one chat, in one setting. I'm good off the friend groups. I don't want to be in a friend group. Okay. Another thing is, like, I realized every friend ain't for everything. Okay. Y'all got to understand this. Like, some of y'all be writing off people over the dumbest stuff. Like, you ain't got to write everybody off. You don't got to kick everybody to the curb. You just need to understand if they're a really good friend, because some people, they're amazing friends, but they're not good in certain settings. That is, don't mean they're a bad person. Like, I have my friends that I know I'm going out with. Like, I know, girl, you can hang with crew. I know my friends where you need to stay home, babes. We need to watch a movie together. I know my friends, like, like you have your friends for different reasons, and that's what people don't understand. It's like they write people off because they feel like, oh, this person can't vibe in every setting, or this person was like annoying at this, or they didn't vibe, or whatever. Like, it's too much thought into this. When you become an adult, we don't have time for that. If I want to go out for drinks, I know my girls to call. I know my girls I ain't calling. If I have certain stuff that I need to talk about, like motherhood, I'm not calling my friend who ain't got kids. Like, girl, you ain't gonna talk nothing about my child, because you don't know. You can't relate. But I know exactly who I'm calling for those type of discussions. You know what I mean? So that's another thing. Like, let's stop dropping girls for the dumbest things. Like, I really feel like if it really is toxic, cool. But if it's just y'all don't vibe, y'all are not vacation girls. Like, everybody you can't take on vacation. I'm sorry, you can't go on vacation with everybody. I know, for me, the friends that be complaining about everything, girl, I ain't going on a trip with you. Like, I gotta go with the moms, because the moms, when we get on a trip, girl, we ain't worried about everything. We just want to go have fun. No tea, no shade, and I be telling them that to their face. Like, I'm sorry, but you can't go out with me. Like, you're not the type to go out. We're not doing that together. And I think that saves a relationship that you truly care about. Like, understanding that don't write you off as a friend because you can't vibe how I want to vibe, or you can't vibe where I want to vibe all the time. Everybody ain't got a vibe, everybody don't like concerts. Everybody don't like being outside. Some people want to be in the bed, and that's okay. But you still my friend. I love you, but you gonna stay in the bed by yourself. And when I want to go to the bed, if I want to be in bed, I'll call you, but I'm outside. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, you gotta know, you got to at least give people a chance to prove to you if they're your friend. And you got to give yourself grace in that chance to not get so triggered and just like cut people off over the dumbest stuff. Like, and I had to learn that too, y'all, because after I went through like my friend traumas and stuff like that, people would do one thing and I'd be like, thank you. Pack up. Thank you so much. Here's your purse. See you later. Like, that's just not right. Like, you can't just discard people like that. You know what I mean? Bring us back around to the message is obviously being a strong woman. And I feel like the reason why this is just important to this subject is because women do need to band together and stick together. We do need women. Like, men are great and all, but like, the truth is, like, they don't want to hear our issues. They don't really want to sit there and stomach that all day. We need friends. We need we need our bridesmaids. Like, we need our friends, girls. Like, we need each other. And part of being a strong woman, every strong woman will look at you and say, I've had strong people around me. And that's just something that I think you should go into if you're out there searching for friends, or if you're out there really just trying to figure out where you fit in, or where you feel safe at, or just what matches where you're trying to be. Start with friends and literally weed out the ones that do not fit the category of what you're trying to do, who you're trying to be. It's all about how they think, what they do, what they say, what they encourage, how they support. Like, all of these things matter. And if they are not full of substance, you do not need that in your life. And it's, again, a mindset thing. It's all about what you want for you, how you want to be perceived, and who you want to share your life with, your time with. Like, all of that matters, especially now being a mom. I'm like, certain people got the boot, because I'm like, you ain't finna be kissing my baby, you ain't finna be holding my baby. Like, yeah, we need to feel comfortable. So anyways, I don't know, hopefully y'all like this episode. I feel like this episode was trash, but I'll watch it back and probably like, oh, I like that. You ate a few things, but I was kind of all over the place. I need to start planning my episodes out better and like having notes. But we've been on a time crunch, y'all. Okay, we got it. Almost Terrible 2s is around the corner. So it's been a lot going on, but hopefully you got something from this. Again, in the comments below for this Strong Women series, let me know what more you want to discuss when we're covering this, and hit that subscribe if you haven't. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.